Bit to live chat. Doing the thing on the internet again. That's my song. That's my song about doing the thing on the internet again. Wasn't very good, but it's better than your song about doing things on the internet, probably. Gretchen, who else is waiting? I don't know. YouTube says that there's people, but YouTube sucks at this. So, Steve, it's Steve, and some other people. Oh, and some people just linger and they don't say anything. I've learned. Paul Waldrop with his fancy blue name and his black wrench. Gretchen's got a fancy green name and a teal star. Oh, I'm gonna make some bacon. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna make another pound of bacon. Why is everyone's names weird? I don't know, because YouTube sucks at everything that it does, just about. Probably they changed something again for no reason. They're using the other names of things instead of, like, Gretchen needs a dog. Now, Gretchen should get a dog. Let's get Gretchen a dog. Because she needs one. Usually she's just Gretchen, but today she's Gretchen needs a dog. When she comments on videos, she's Gretchen needs a dog too. So I don't know what the difference is, but... yeah, YouTube did something again. And there's an @ Yes, because YouTube. Come on. This is not the first or last time that YouTube will just randomly decide to change things. I mean, if it would change things for the better once in a while, that'd be good. Like, I'm still probably flipped, I imagine, even though I don't need to be. Let's start by cooking bacon, and then we'll figure out something to do with the bacon, other than just eat a plate of bacon, which, there's nothing wrong with eating a plate of bacon. If that's what has to happen, that's what has to happen. It's the cheap garbage bacon, though, so generally, if I'm going to eat just a plate of bacon, I want it to be the good stuff bacon and not the cheap garbage, like No Name. But if that's what, I've got wraps. I could do a bacon cheese wrap again. If that's what has to happen. All I know is I'm stupid hungry, and I've got a pound of bacon, and I'm going to put it in me. That's all I know. How it goes in, what else it goes in with, is at this point irrelevant. All I need to know is that it's going in. There we go. Let's give it a little bit of garlic. Give it just a quick hit of cayenne. And let that go for a bit. Yeah. Get you back on the charge. Can't go wrong with bacon. That's good. Eat a pound of bacon. That's right. Without a dog for 2 years, longest in my life, including as an infant. We've talked about this before, how I have always wanted a dog, but never been in the right situation for a dog. And I probably will, unfortunately, never own a dog. Is this bacon called back bacon in Canada? No, this bacon is called garbage. This is called the cheapo. You couldn't justify the proper bacon, so you got this instead. It was on sale. It was $4. So it's the worst of the bacon options, but it's going in my belly. It's a really nice spatula, Mike. It is a really nice spatula. Thank you very much. I made it myself. My dad found a bacon that he fell in love with, ate a pound of it every day for 30 days, afterwards suffered a heart attack. I don't know. I mean, when I'm going to eat bacon, I'm going to eat a lot of it. But it's not very often. Not that I eat that much better most of the time than that, but even a pound every day. Even after like 4 or 5 days, I think I would be feeling it. I think I would just get sick of it. Even I really like bacon, and I don't think I could. But at least, you know what, he died doing what he loved, I guess. No, he didn't. You didn't say he died. He suffered a heart attack. But hypothetically, if he had died from that heart attack, can't say that that's a really bad way to go, right? I fell in love with a pound of bacon, and I ate it until I died. That's, of all the ways to go, that's not bad, I guess. I fell in love with Wright's thick cut bacon. I like the Harvest. What is it? The Harvest that I like. The thick. Yeah, it absolutely is a thick cut. It's like the $16 bacon. You know what I mean? Like, it's the good. I like the taste of bacon, but the lingering smell turns me off. That sounds like a you problem. Oh, I don't hate anything about I don't hate. I try not to hate in general, but the only thing I dislike about bacon is, especially the cheap stuff, how much grease you have to like sop out of it. Like, when I cook this down, it's probably going to cook down to like half, if that. And then there's going to be this pool of grease that I'm going to have to like siphon out of it in order to do something with it. I mean, I could drink it, I guess, but then we talked about what happens. Paul's dad probably didn't get rid of the excess grease, but he was eating good bacon, so there might not have been as much. He survived 2 heart attacks. Good work. Didn't survive the third one? Is that what? That sounds like he survived 2 heart attacks, then the third one, maybe. I don't know. Let's have a more pleasant conversation than that. I'm going to eat bacon, then we're going to make keychains. Because I do need to be increasing the cheapo stuff for the market table. We went through last week, actually earlier this week, I guess. Bonus show, in case you missed it. Bonus show Tuesday, I think. We did market inventory and figured out that I need more cheapo stuff. So I prepped some keychain blanks, some Paul Waldrop keychain blanks. We got some dyed, stabilized, burly Paul Waldrop things. Pinks and greens, and I just grabbed a handful. And I prepped a few. I got a couple walnuts as well, non-Paul Waldrops. I don't know where all my keychain kits went, but I've got at least 5. And so, that's another $100 and some odd dollars worth of market stuff. We had bacon this morning. I drained the grease into a cup, put it on one of our dog's food, because he won't eat plain dog food without bacon grease on it. That dog I like. He's like, you know what? Where's my bacon grease, yo? It's nonsense, non-bacon greased food. When my husband cooks bacon, I close all the doors. I paid for a proper ventilation system, but it still smells. Nothing worse than washing your hands, then drying them on a bacon-scented towel. I think there are worse things than that. I think there are many worse things than drying your hands on a bacon-scented towel. I could list just off the top of my head, like, there's genocide, there's murder, there's there's lots of things that are worse than that. Falling downstairs is worse than that. Hitting your fingers on your your oscillating belt sander, getting your fingers against the oscillating belt sander, that's worse than drying them on a bacon scented towel. Keychain's fun. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Tom's here. I forgot with whom I was speaking. That may be the best damn sentence you've ever written. That was A+. Working with your son in the shop and letting him handle any tools, or just being anywhere near you. Sending Gretchen a bacon-scented candle. She doesn't need bacon-scented candles. She just closes all the doors and lets husband cook bacon. Why don't you just open the doors and get a fan or something if you wanted to? Because it'll attract the neighbors, probably is why. You don't want people coming over and eating your bacon and being like, hey, you guys got bacon going on? I meant the doors to the bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. Oh, to try and contain it to the kitchen. It's like you're just shutting it all in so that you get it. It's worse. The industrial ventilation system. Just get like the big industrial hoods from the restaurants and stuff, trying to suck the bacon scent out. Like, and then you blow it at your vegetarian neighbor's house. No. No. Be kind to each other. Also, don't forget, there's some of you that are watching that are not enjoying yourself. Hitting the thumbs. Bad friending. Oh. Gotta teach. What do I teach tomorrow? Tomorrow I teach rotary carving. Doing Christmas ornaments. Should find the one that I made to bring to show what we're doing. It's not till 1 o'clock. Maybe I'll churn out a couple before we go down there. Bacon scented pillows sounds nice, actually. The electricians told me to buy the vent myself, so I did. Turns out it was commercial grade and they couldn't deal. Now I wish I'd found better electricians. Yeah, I suppose that's a good point. So you got a commercial ventilation system and it is not running because your electricians couldn't do it? I feel like Pittsburgh probably has some more options. Like, there's a lot of people there. I feel like you could find somebody. Oh. Had to return it and get a regular home grade. Instead of just getting better electricians? Then, you know what? Don't complain. You don't get to complain about the smell if you decided you had the ventilation and then decided instead of installing it, I'll just get the shitty one so that I can keep the shitty electricians. Like, that's you. That's a you thing. It can't handle the hubby's thick bacon. That's what she said. It is. Just saying. That is what she said. It can't handle the hubby's thick bacon. So, what else is going on, you guys? Anybody making anything? I got the back plates done on the guitars. Well, they're not done. They're made and shaped, and so they're just not flushed. Went with the curly maple. And you read it, it always sounds wrong. I'm reading the words you said. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, you are the one that said the words. It's perfectly innocent on my head. Planting a lime and lemon tree today so that you can make lemon lime things. Good work, Eric Habakabaka, who is now Eric Bloodaxe with a green name and a teal star because YouTube decided to start using people's other names. You guys in your backward summer. And your future living. So tomorrow, Eric's already planting a lemon and a lime tree. Are you planting like actual trees, or are you planting like little saplings that will eventually be trees? Like how long you got to wait until these things have fruit? These are our account handles rather than our nicknames. I believe you. They got fruit on them already. So you bought actual trees to plant. That's cool. What are you going to do? Like, you got plans for lemons and limes? Or you just want access to them? You're going to eat them. Oh, okay. I would juice them. And then I would drink them. But if you want to eat them, you can eat them. Just like lemon? Or is that a thing Australians do? I'd consider removing my tree-hating neighbor in exchange for the ability to grow avocado and lime trees in your yard. Removing your neighbor? That sounds like I'm going to remove my neighbor. Sounds like great in Thai food and juice. Well, if it's in juice, you're not eating it. That's what I was getting at. I guess here you go. If you put the juice on food and then you eat the food, you're eating the juice. Yep. Yep. Come on, bacon. Come on, bacon. Any of you notice babies and young toddlers love chewing on lemons? Some do. Some not so much. Great on fish and fries also. Now, fish, you can keep it. I don't want citrus on my fries. I want gravy on my fries. But not like southern US gravy nonsense. That's not even gravy. My neighbor complained about our oak tree's acorns attracting squirrels. So I picked up some huge acorns and you threw them at your neighbor. Wait. From the trees at work, and wife and I put them in our yard for the squirrels. Suck it, neighbor. That's you make one of those little squirrel feeder picnic tables that was all the rage for like a month a couple of years ago. Remember that? It was all over all of the woodworking, like, I made the little picnic table for the squirrels. Aren't they cute sitting at the picnic table? That's use your time better, I think. I don't know. You know what? You use your time however you want. If that is fun for you, that's you go do it. You guys remember those? They were like there's like a couple months worth of those things just everywhere you looked. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I was the only one that was seeing those. I don't know. There are still people here who have not thumbed. Boo, those guys. What am I going to do? I guess I'll do bacon wraps again. I'm going to do bacon wraps again. Why not? Eric saw them. It's great not living in an HOA-controlled neighborhood. I just don't understand those at all. Yeah, wifey had me make a couple of the picnic tables. Now she wants me to make a squirrel box to attach to the tree for them to live in. A little squirrel house. I like it. You put a little furniture in there. You get them a little dresser. HOAs are like I just don't. Our neighbors have spent thousands trying to get our trees cut down. They moved into a forest. Yep. They sound smart. And also pleasant. How do you feel about BLTs? I feel like they should not have LTs involved. I don't want L or T involved in my B. You can like what you like. You make a BLT, you dip it in tomato soup. That's good. That's fine. You just shoot some chunks of cilantro and drink a Pepsi. Like, whatever. Is your bacon burning? No, I've been popping over once in a while and giving a little stir. I like BLOs. Nope. Is the old olive. Bacon, lettuce, olive. I like bacon sandwiches, bacon cheddars, BCTs, bacon cheddar toast, bacon cheddar on toast, BCT, bacon, lettuce, onion. I don't mind onion. I could fry an onion and put it in with the bacon and have a BO. I have a BO sandwich. That's getting close. We're only a few minutes away now. You already have BO. Not in my sandwich. I just don't understand why anyone would live in an HOA. Yeah. You just want to be told what you can do with your property, I guess. Like, oh, I didn't cut my lawn quick enough. I got a fine for not quick. Shut up. Get the fuck out of here. Think of the stench in the shop. It just smells delicious in here is what it smells. That's the stench. It's the stench of delicious. Add your favorite sauerkraut. I'd rather go hungry. Hey, Paul's paying money so I can have Mexican Cokes with my bacon. I have Mexican Cokes. They had them back at the shop. So I bought some. I am absolutely going to have Mexican Cokes with my bacon. Thank you very much. And now I'll have Mexican Cokes the next time I want them too. Because that almost covers the Mexican Cokes. I live in an HOA, but it has no rules and it costs $2 a year. So what's the purpose of it? Why, if it has no rules, what does it do? This is a curious. By the way, who watched the awesome, amazing, super great video today that came out? Coming from a guy that can't see anyone else's house from his. I absolutely can. I can see dozens of houses from mine. Dozens? How many houses could I, if I open the garage door right now, I could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least a dozen. I'm thrilled you get the Mexican Cokes. I am too. That was a good. Thanks, Paul. I have no idea, but it was acceptable to me. I mean, if there's no rules and it costs $2, like I don't. But I mean, even still, like, why are you paying $2 a year for nothing? Like, I don't. I guess it's just $2, but what does it do? What do you get for the $2 if it doesn't have any rules? At least it doesn't have shitty rules, I guess. But like, what's the value? What did your $2 do? Who gets it? What? Hold on, I gotta scroll back. I introduced you to Mexican Cokes, then quit drinking all sodas, so now I have to live vicariously through you. I will drink one on your behalf. I watched the video. I was talking about me. Saw the video today, plus watched your last song on Patreon. Yeah! Go songs on Patreon. Oh, you were talking about you living in the boonies. Oh, okay. Wifey was disappointed Mikey B didn't do the drum solo. Mikey B has 2 drums. In that, when he's playing that song, he has a snare drum and a bass drum, and that's it. That's all he's got. So, not gonna really do too much with the Phil Collins drum solo. There we go. Yeah, close. We're inching closer. She still said you did a good job on the vocals. Yeah, you're right on. Thanks. Thanks, Paul's wife. I'm not sure I ever knew her name. I wouldn't say it anyway unless I had permission, but I don't know that I know it. The only time I see many people is when deer season is in, like this weekend. They come running around with their guns to shoot your deer. I guess they're not your deer. But. Sarah, Paul's wife. I may or may not remember that. It might take a few reminders. I'm not great. As good a memory as I have, and as much as I can like recall things, like names just in general, not really that great. Of all the, if I have a weak spot in my like memory recall, I would say that it's names. Maybe because I see a lot of names and I talk to a lot of people. I'm good with faces. And I can put you where I met, like when I was at the paper, I met a lot of people all the time and talked to a lot of people all the time. And still to this day, I'll see them and they'll think that I remember them. And I remember why I know them. Because we talked at that thing at the building that time. And I'll know where I talked to them and why generally. Name, not so much. Come on, bacon. Repoed the GGBO guitar today. Yeah, you said that was coming back your way. Clean it up, put it up for sale. $8. I bid $8. We should do an auction. We'll do a live auction here on the show. I'll start the bidding at $8. It'll go higher than that. No, I'm going to say I don't have the money for it, but I'm going to guess what? 25 hundy? 27 hundy? Something like that? There's a couple camps that are in the area. People come here from all over. Yeah, okay. What is a GGBO guitar? The Great Guitar Build-Off Challenge. Paul made a guitar in 2022? Question mark? Was it the same year I did? What year did I do mine? I don't know. It's all... $2022? The year after. So I did mine 2021. I have the shirt. I'm not wearing it. I was wearing it yesterday, I think. Come on, bacon. Okay, it's at the point where we can at least drain it, I think. It's like right on the edge of crispy. It's still a little bit on a few of them. Little ways left to go. What we'll do is we'll go push it all over there. Get a bunch of that out of there. Get it flattened out a little bit into sort of one layer so it can finish itself off. Then let's figure out what we're doing with it. Got wraps. I got Nacho Blend, Monterey Jack, mild cheddar. I mean, that's fine. Maybe chipotle mayo today. Maybe just do bacon cheddar chipotle mayo. Wraps. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Oh, another brand new. Go like that. Last one. Mama. Like that. Do one more. Wipey wipe on that guy, and then seal these up. Super secret, additional, optional step. It's not a secret at all. I'm clearly doing it. Like, whoop. You guys okay? I caught you this time. Last week, I think you took a couple tumbles, but shop towels are only have boiled linseed oil, boogers, and a little sawdust. They don't have any of that. Well, I mean sawdust maybe. Whatever, you don't put any sawdust in you? Come on, you do. Bacon cheddar, too much fat / cholesterol. No way. Approximately the right amount. Yeah, they're clear. It's not good for you, but you know what is these days? Really? You know? I'm not going to live my life in a way that everything is always healthy for me all the time. Made it. Been watching shorts while waiting, then went down the rabbit hole. Don't do that. Turn your phone sideways, watch real videos. Oh, it's probably where Pinnell is too. He's stuck in the shorts, like vortex. Oh, how are you this week? I'll be better after I eat this pound of bacon. With a bunch of cheddar, a little chipotle mayo. And then we're going to spin the lathe for a little bit. Hopefully I still feel like spinning the lathe afterwards. I got it all set up to do it, so I'll do at least one. I mean, what's the... Sawdust is extra fiber. That's right. It's good for you. It also helps keep your system engaged. Like, you don't want to not put things in it so that your system doesn't have to battle against, or your system will get weak. It'll forget how to fight for you. Right? That's a thing. Just this old cold thing. Yeah. I'm still, this sinus is just, I should go have it looked at. I live in Canada. I can just do that. Saw the market vid too, Mike. Informative. I feel like every time I think, you know what, this is just obvious. Like, people, like, every time I think something is obvious, there is somebody who does not think that that's obvious. So why not? You know? Eating greens is your system fighting against toxins. No, if you eat too many greens, your system forgets how to fight toxins. That's science. Come on. Oh, pound of bacon, third of a pound of cheddar, little chipotle mayo in a couple of wraps, some full test Mexican Coke, full sugar. Yeah, we're going all out tonight. A little bit of bonus sawdust. Then we'll spin a lathe for at least a couple minutes. I'm having a green tea and a chicken wing. It makes me sad. Chicken wing is good, but the fact that there isn't an S on it makes me a little bit sad. But you just have a little stomach. So not a green tea guy though. If I'm gonna have a tea, it'll probably be like a fruity thing, like an apple cranberry or something like that. And I'm gonna put a bunch of sugar in it. Come here for health tips and science. Oh, common sense isn't common. Yeah. Friend of mine ordered pizza with hamburger on it. The girl behind the counter said they don't have hamburger, but they do have ground beef beer, you said. But I get you. I mean, if she knows the toppings as they're listed on the menu, then it's your friend's damn fault. Like, kinda. Let's be honest. Like, just order what what they know it as. Kinda. I get, yeah. It's both, I guess. It's just eating raisin toast. Raisin toast can be good. You get some nice thick ass cream cheese on there. There we go. That'll do. There we go. That'll do. Bacon cheddar wrap, chipotle mayo style. Gonna let that sit for a sec so I don't burn the shit out of the inside of my mouth. Get my Mexican Coke. Thumbnail. Right? You gotta do the stupid face. This is gonna be delicious. I don't know. I don't know what you guys have. It's better than raisin toast. Mm-hmm. Just remember, every bite you take is either fighting disease or feeding it. That's right. I am fighting disease with this food because it's strengthening my system by making it angry, and it's making it stronger. Mexican Coke, I prefer Colombian. Ah, you made a joke and you screwed it up. Yeah, I get you. Eggs, that looks like something from my house with eggs. If there are eggs in here would be good. You can use that thumbnail for your next short. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get right on that. The thing, I make fun of them because I think that they are bad for humanity. But the fact that I just completely refuse to be where the majority of people are is why I can't make a living off of this. I refuse to do what people want to see, and I refuse to be on the platforms where they want to see things in the format that they want to see it. No. So I guess I'll just do what I do, and you guys can see it because you care. Fuck all them. Breakfast burrito. Yeah, I would call it a breakfast burrito if it had an egg in it. Mike's never had this food before. It keeps going through my head. I've never had this particular food before. I've never had this exact burrito. Bacon, Monterey Jack, mild cheddar, and chipotle mayo. That is a combination of things I've never had before. So you can sing the song if you want, Gretchen. I do have an actual Mike's never had this food before though, for dessert. You want to feel old? Beastie Boys' License to Ill came out 39 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I see. That's the kind of shit gets me a lot. I'll see like, it's the 30th anniversary of such and such an album, and I'm like, I already stopped liking those guys by that point. By the time that was like their 7th album, and I didn't like them anymore. Like, has that actually happened? But you get me, right? It'll be like the 30th anniversary of like Pearl Jam's 9th album or something, and I'll be like, damn. I like them all, but did you know that Coca-Cola legally imports over 10 tons of cocoa leaves every year? I did not know, but that sounds okay. I'm not gonna fact check that either. I watch YouTube on a computer with a 25-inch LCD connected. I hate vertical shorts. It's because we're old and crotchety. And sleep till Brooklyn. That's right. Watching on my 55-inch TV. My head is huge. How big is my head on your 55-inch TV? Grab a tape measure. That's a good wrap. It's all you need. Dead easy recipe. Pound of bacon, some shredded cheese, some chipotle mayo, and a couple of tortillas. Oh. Notice the updated YouTube shorts now have buttons on the description. I didn't. I don't think I've ever watched a short. Because I don't want to, and fuck off. Any Anthrax fans? Not, I mean, there might be. I can't speak for everybody, but Anthrax was one of those bands. Was like I wouldn't pick it to put it on, but if it was on, I wouldn't change the station. You know what I mean? Like if I was, or complain to whoever was picking music. My earliest Zeppelin album is Presence. I have a copy of it signed, framed, and an object in my office. Yeah, I know. I've seen pictures of it. What are the buttons for on the shorts? I don't know. I get an amount of Anthrax on my Spotify playlist. Because it knows what you like, and it knows that Anthrax isn't going to piss you off. I don't Spotify either. When you're my age, every single year counts. When you get to your age, only decades count. You start counting by the tens once you get up into that. What's the wildest concert you've been to? The wildest? I mean, it depends on what you mean by wildest. I don't think I've been to any like particularly wild concerts. It's not really my thing. I'm not really a wild. I mean, I've lived, but define. I know I'm going to need a more concrete definition. Because I wouldn't call any of the concerts I've been to necessarily wild. The most annoying thing about YouTube is it works differently on every device, mobile, TV, and computer. No, the most annoying thing about YouTube, well, for me, the most annoying thing about YouTube is that they don't pay worth a shit. But in terms of the user experience, I think their algorithm needs an overhaul in terms of like, you should not like take a bigger window of people's sample, like take a bigger sample of what people are watching. Cause like I'll click on like one, like sports highlights or something. There's like the highlights from a football game or something. And then all of a sudden, my entire damn thing is just sports highlights for like a week. I'm like, no, clearly, just because I wanted to watch one football highlight reel doesn't mean that now all of a sudden I don't give a shit about woodworking. You know what I mean? Like, why would you think that I don't now want to watch all of the things that I've spent a decade watching, like consistently? I feel like that change happens too quickly and for too long a duration when it's like, oh, you want this? It's like you watch one video on like somebody like why I quit Etsy or something, and then all of a sudden your whole feed is like just people being like, I quit Etsy and like no more Etsy. It's I don't no. Firefox browser on PC and uBlock Origin makes it ad free for life, and and it's also one of the reasons that YouTube pays me like shit. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But the ads are so bad on TV. I don't think I've ever watched YouTube on a TV. Pokerface84, long time no see. Did your name used to be something else because YouTube changed its shit again? And so if your name was something else and I should remember you, right now you're Pokerface84 underscore 556. Sean McGill's here. Sean McGill's name didn't change that much. My wildest concert was a band called the Judies. They had a song called Vienna Punch about Jim Jones, and they threw usually just water. Oh, I see. I thought they were gonna they were punching you. YouTube is $1 billion business, and their main product is keeping you glued to the screen via content and amortization and addiction. Well, and they don't produce things; they get me to, and then they don't pay me worth a shit. But they give me a place to do it, so I guess I should just suck it up. It is what it is. I used to go to the hardcore metal concerts, including underground stuff. I'm never really a metal concert guy. I've listened to some metal, but not really concerty. Why did YouTube mess with the names again? Why does YouTube make most of the decisions YouTube makes, Sean? Everybody say it with me. Because YouTube sucks. That's right. I've been Poker Face. My daughter's name is Braille. Do you remember us? Yes, now I do. Braille, who was playing, we were talking video games, and she was trying to quit smoking pot. My wife watches YouTube on TV but gets no ads. Oh, because of your fancy. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. But at least you pay the people you watch directly to compensate for the fact that now YouTube is not paying them for you using YouTube. So yeah, okay, sure. If that's the way you want to rock things, like cool. Spill the beans. How much per 1,000 views? 3 cents, 5 cents. But depends on the video, but it's not in the cents. It's in the dollars. Somewhere generally $3. I did about 20 minutes of research into Pi hole, but then gave up because I do not have a TV. I don't know anything about it either, so. Lost her dog yesterday. Ah! Boo! We were just talking about, not just, but back at the beginning of the show, we were talking about dogs and how I've always wanted one and probably will never have one. And that's sad. But I will, if I never have one, I'll never have to go through that. So I feel for you. Love to be in an SOD mosh pit or butthole server circle jerks. I've been in a couple of mosh pits. I guess, I mean, maybe the craziest. I was at a Green Day concert, like early Green Day. They were touring album 3, I think. The one after Dookie, where they blew up with Dookie and they were touring the one after that. So like they were still good. And that was it was pretty high energy, I guess. I was sweaty. I was like, yeah, it was pretty high. I wouldn't call it wild, but it was pretty high energy. Ended my mosh career at Pantera. Right? Probably. Green Day back when they were punchy. Yep. They were punchy for sure. Green Day has mosh pits. They did back when they were punchy. It was well before the whole like wake me up when September type stuff and the time of your life. It was well before that phase of Green Day. Jacob Gorinek paying money. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I will absolutely try to keep up the good work. It's debatable. Make a keychain or two tonight after I'm done eating. I don't know what kind of work you're talking about being good, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Heard Green Day played the county fair last summer. I don't know. This would have been 1996. 1998. Well, I was 17. I was 17, 16 or 17. So it would have been 96 or 97-ish. Yeah. This is a good combination, you guys. Bacon, cheddar, Monterey Jack, chipotle mayo with the cane sugar Coca-Cola from Mexico. Yep. Everybody's just talking about music. I'm good. You guys have a good time. I'll just get it out of the way right now. The best band on the planet. Since its inception and always, forever until the end of time, is Pearl Jam. I'm just going to say it. Everybody else can go in whatever order you want underneath. Everybody can like what they like. It's fine. They're wrong. This was good. This was good. What is this? Is something about ABBA? No, you secretly like ABBA. You listen to them while dipping your pickle mushroom sandwiches into cold tomato soup. The world would be a better place. The world would be a significantly better place if ABBA never existed. And if we'd stop pickling things. That's just science. Again, that's science. That sounds good. Pickled mushroom sandwich into tomato soup. You can fucking tomato soup. It's not even a food, first of all. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not. Nope. Everybody can like what they like. You can have your tomato soup. You can have your thick tomato juice. and you can dip whatever you want in it while you listen to ABBA and you fucking chew on some cilantro for dessert if you want. That's you do it. You drink a Pepsi and whatever. It's fine. I'm gonna have myself one of my dirty smokerettes. Then we're gonna make a keychain or two. We'll see. At least I gotta make at least one keychain. I'm rigged up to do it. So, and I prepped a few things. So. Apple would make a nice listen, I reckon, after a blunt. No. No. You're wrong. Primus does not suck. I saw him a few years ago. It was one of the best gigs I've ever been to. If only they could find a decent bass player. Right? If they found a decent bass player, they might make something out of themselves. Has to smoke a cigarette to cover up the bacon smell. Nope. You know what they should do is they should call up my boy Sean McGill. Because once he gets his new bass, there's not going to be anything stopping him. I think Apple would be horrid after him. Yep. It's always bad. What now? Well, Sean, we were just talking about how, like, if Primus had a decent bass player, they might make something out of themselves. And they should, once you get your new bass, they could call you. Because you'll just be unstoppable. Also, why are you only kind of paying attention? Like, you're just listening for your name, and then, like... Where the hell is Chris Bennell? I don't know. Probably playing some kind of video game. See, you're trying to start a war on the internet. No, I'm not. Just saying. That's science. I have a new puppy. Oh, that's awesome. Somebody else just lost their dog? And now you're gonna come in here and like start talking about your new puppy and how awesome it is. Like that's mean, dude. I'm happy for you, but we were talking about how like I've always wanted a dog, but I'll probably never end up getting one. And then Gretchen needs a dog actually in her name now. And then you come in here and just sad panda. Yeah, Poker Face just literally lost his family dog. Man, you come in here. It's not funny, but it's a little bit funny that we all know that that's the thing that's gonna we've talked about death and stuff lots of times on this show and how it's always when something, person, pet, idea, identity, reality dies, it has a huge impact. Let's spin a keychain. Let's pick. This never works well, but let's try it again. American black walnut. Fluorescent pinkish. Stabilized burly thing from Paul. Or green stabilized burly thing from Paul. Walnut, pink, or green? Vote now in the comments. Green, green, green. Oh, geez. Taking off the big lead. Green's taking off into a big lead. Paul's saying copper because Paul sucks. Green, green, green. Okay, easy. Green, stabilized, burly thing. Probably yellow cedar burl. Most of the burly things that Paul sends me are stabilized yellow cedar bits. But I don't even know what batch of stuff that he sent me this came out of. I literally just like reached into my bin of like Paul things and grabbed a mitt full of them. This one wasn't, but green it is. Well, let's go. Come on. Into that clip. fish. Make sure that you're not good. Somewhere decent. That's okay. Come on up. Come on up. I don't need that. Let's get glasses. I don't need the full face shield. Is that the same spindle for pens? It's the same everything. It's the same tubes. It's the same bushings. It's the same. Yep, the whole same rig. Make sure we're on fast. We're only on medium. Go. Come on. There it is. Oh, it's got a big, like, cracky bit in it. That's not awesome. Paul, why'd you send me the one with the big crack in the middle of it? Let's get it down to about where it's going to be, and then we'll just stabilize that with some glue. right through the middle of it over here. You hole right through the damn middle of it. And then a little cracky bit down here. I mean, it's still interesting. Let's fill it, I guess. It's still cool. I mean, that's wood. You never know what you get until you get in there. Let's just make sure that it's not going to fall apart on whoever buys it. And whatever, we'll coat the whole damn thing with glue. Try not to glue it to the damn mandrel. All right. Damn Paul and sending me his janky bullshit. Okay, that'll just have to be what it'll be. It's not uninteresting. Oh, look out, Mikey B's here. People are mad at you, by the way. People are mad at you for not doing the Phil Collins solo. I explained to them that you only have 2 drums and it makes it more difficult. But They're mad that you didn't even try. Didn't even try. Oh, where's my... What can I unplug? That. Okay, loud noises. I didn't just dust it off with my sleeve. I didn't do that. custom high-speed crayon. Oh, it's been a while since I sang the custom high-speed crayon song. In case you are unfamiliar, this is an oil and wax blend made by a friend of mine in Australia. It's my finish and my final sanding all in one. Woo! She's smoking. It's getting hot. That is, I guess, pretty cool. I guess it's certainly interesting. Yeah, that's pretty okay. Let's push it together. Oh, it didn't glue it to the bushings? Yeah, look at that. And key ring kits from William Woodwright. Hashtag not sponsored. Penblanks.ca is their website, where I get most of my pen kits and other random kits and hardwares and things these days. We'll go with the ring at the fat end of this one, I think. Pop these guys home, and then this guy on here. There we go. There's another thing for the Market booth. There's another booth. Look at green stabilized, green dyed stabilized yellow cedar burl. All right. I don't know. I think now that I'm looking at it, I kind of wish that the ring was on the other side. But doesn't matter. Somebody will love it. Somebody will love it. But I think I should have put the ring over here. Whatever. Do they just soak it to make it green? No, what they do is they put it in a vacuum chamber full of really thin resin, and they suck all the air out in the vacuum chamber, and where the air was gets filled with resin, and they dye the resin. So it's like a super thin resin that they, well, I don't know. Paul, did you vacuum chamber? Did you dye the resin, or did you dye the wood and then stabilize? Because there's different ways of doing it. Either way, it's going to get vacuum chambered or pressure potted or something a couple of times along the way. Oh, scrolling back. Fat fingers, but there's too many things to say. What's happening? I'm scrolling back. I don't know. Too many chats. I dyed the cactus juice. Yeah, okay. So he sucked the air out and then dyed the cactus juice is a type of super thin resin that then you bake into the thing. Replace the air that you sucked out with the super thin resin that has been dyed. And then you bake it so that it... That's cool. That's a nice... It does look like a fishing lure. Kind of. You could... Like a perch. A big mouth perch. At a Lake Athabasca. I'm gonna try my food and stuff. Mike's never had this food before. Ready? On this week's edition of the Mike's Never Had This Food Before, we have had one success and one utter failure from the Biscuit Company. If you'll remember, the chocolate-filled foamy waffle cup, the chocolate-filled waffle foamy cup thing? No. The chocolate-filled wafer stick in the tin, yes. Okay, so Biscuit is at 50%, I think. Choco-filled, they can't call it actual chocolate. So, choco-filled cookies, or biscuit, if you are French. Not confident. They're individually packaged. So super wasteful, but there's a lot of them. Like you get, what do we got? A dozen. You get a dozen individually wrapped cookies, biscuits. There's no food in here. Okay, I guarantee you there's no food in here. We got per 2 cookies, 13% of your daily saturated fat intake. Every 2 of these. I'm not even going to read the ingredients because, I mean, there is some food type products in here. There's also some things with the words like ammonium and pyrophosphorate and shit. So, like, it's not, no, it's overall not really food. It's not a terrible looking cookie. It's not a good looking cookie. feel like this is false advertising. I was expecting some goo. There's no goo. I was expecting some softness and some fluidity. This is hard and it's not. I mean, it's disappointing, even for low expectations, because like this looks like it's going to be like a soft with some goo, and it's a hard with more hard inside. And it's stale as shit. Like it's not. Like it's one of those foods. It's one of those foods where it's like it's somehow wicking the moisture out of your mouth. It doesn't taste terrible. This is a hard one because I feel like if you were at the biscuit factory and you got something that did that and tasted like this, it would actually be good. These taste like they were good and did that at the factory, but then like they were like left in the sun to bake and staleify. Like they feel like they're not sealed and they were in a cupboard for like a decade. Let's just make sure. Maybe that one was just bad. Maybe the first, like I just got bad luck on the first one. Nope. Still no goo. Still no soft. Nope. It's not terrible, but should not be able to put this on it. This make it look like this is not what's in here. Best before June of 2026. So it hasn't been, hopefully, on a shelf for a decade. Like it tastes like it has. Unless they last for 10 years on the shelf. And I got these ones like just before they expired. It's a hard score too because it's not gross. But it's blatant false advertising. 4.2. If the picture didn't exist, like if it just said like biscuit, chocolate, cookies or something, and the picture, so you didn't have any expectations of it being soft and gooey, Probably 6. No. Probably 5, right down the middle. But because you are expecting soft and gooey, at 3.8. 3.8 for the disappointment of the false advertising. Would not buy again. But we'll probably finish the box. Not right now, but like, I'll put them in the cabinet. They're not terrible. But I think I should write them a strongly worded letter about the imagery. I won't, but I should. And that has been this edition. Sing it with me. Mike's never had this food before. Food before. I do need another Mexican Coca-Cola to actually inject some liquid. Like, this doesn't look like it should be sucking all of the liquid out of your mouth when you eat it. And now I don't even know where to put Biscuit as a company. Because they had a winner with the wafer tubes, and they had a loser with the chocolate filled foamy cup things, waffle cup things. And now they've got like a just below meh. Like just under meh is not a... So overall, I think that this one's is like right in the middle of those other two offerings. Food, exactly, yeah. You need to write a strongly worded letter about selling non-food as food. I don't know that it's claiming to be food. It's in the dollar store snack section, so it's not really like, it's not in the food store, in the food section of the food store. Won't buy again, but not upset that I did try. You know, you gotta give things a go, I think, maybe. Pink? Walnut. Smoke. Then walnut. Dear so-and-so, I'd like to lodge a formal complaint against... Yes, dear Biscuit. What the fuck, yo? Look at this picture. And look at the attached image. Also, by the way, I reviewed it on my YouTube show. Nine people now know about your false advertising. Ten if you count me. Bought some dollar store instant coffee once. Ugh. was like walnut dust and tasted awful. But I imagine it would have. It was instant coffee. It's like no part of that sentence did it get any better. Like, it was instant coffee. It was from the dollar store, and the best instant coffee is still pretty shit. Oh, it's time for my 7:55 p.m. Wake up from my nap, I guess. Actually, that might not be wrong. That alarm may be my post-work nap alarm from Thursday. That's what that actually might be. Yes, I sometimes have post-work naps. Shut up. It's awesome. Smoke. Keychain. What'd you guys do to Chris Pennell? Like, why? Why did you... drink Folgers Classic Roast Instant? Hey, you know what? However you got to live your life. You would like that Rise mushroom coffee. I'm a coffee snob whose stomach can no longer tolerate coffee. Oh, burn. So you gotta drink dehydrated mushroom powder tea? That's... I'd rather eat tomato soup. That sounds terrible. My lathe's all green now. Try the Kopi Luwak. No. I'm the one who asked about Chris. I think since he gave out moderator jobs to others, he quit. He didn't really. I still talk to him lots. Like, not here. But he got more important shit to do than this. Like, probably. Well, I don't know that he does. I'm pretty sure that he's playing some kind of video game. Honestly, I think it's because it's horizontal and long. He's a millennial. You know, if it's more than a minute and a half long and horizontal, like, he has no interest in that. Pretty sure. Maxwell House Instant isn't too bad. No, it is. Yeah. No, it is. No, you're just wrong again. Well, that's good. He only hates us, not you. That's right. You're like, we're still friends. I don't know what you guys did. That's why I was saying, like, what'd you guys do? Because he still talks to me. He just doesn't want to talk to you guys. hope he's there moderating somewhere for a different channel. You think he's cheating on me? Moderating somebody else's nonsense? I think he's playing shoot 'em up games on the internet with his brother, is what I think. Horizontal and long, that's what she said. Yeah, that is. No, well, that's what I said. But she said something about his bacon being too fat. His thick. It couldn't handle his thick bacon. That's what she said. Show is definitely not short on duration. No, it is not. Because I need this for my mental health. You guys are my therapy. You don't know this, but like I should be paying you. Come on, let's do another thing. Let's do another thing. Somewhere about there. Bye, Paul. Have a good sea piece. Let's just do it all with this guy. We'll just do it all with the Easy Wood hollower. Uh-oh. Oh, switch. There we go. like that. That's pretty okay. Maybe accentuate a little bit deeper. That one. Just a titch, maybe. That'll do. Loud noises. Custom high-speed Greyhound. Hold on. Eh? No? I don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe this. Yeah. Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff after dark. It's not focusing on it though. It's like focusing on my zipper. Like, that's stupid. Yeah, stupid camera. That's a stunner. That's a stunner. Get a biscuit out of here. Damn false advertising cookies. I'm gonna go with the ring at the narrow side this time. Yeah. Yep, that's a stunner. Yep. Beauty. Beauty. Okay, what did we miss? What does the crayon do in place of the oil wax? It is the oil and wax. So essentially, he's made the oil wax blend the paste that has the abrasive in it. So it's like my oil and my wax finish with an abrasive in it that also finishes the sanding and makes it super, super smooth. All in like a bar. So the bar, you paint the bar on it, the friction of the contact removes the oil and the wax and the abrasive onto the piece, and then you just buff it. So it's the oil and the wax and the final sanding all in like solid paste form. And it creates stunning results. What is the website you buy the pen and keychain hardware? William Woodwright, penblanks.ca, penblanks.ca, I think, penkits.ca. William Woodwright. Hashtag not sponsored. Yet to see walnut I don't like. It's a good point. This is why it's great. Pen blanks. Thank you, Sean. Penblanks.ca. Such a small piece for what use? To put on your keys to make them cooler. It's a keychain. It's just this will make me money is why I'm making it, because that piece of wood was basically free because it was a scrap. At this point, I don't know if it was. When's the last time? Yeah, I think it was. I think it was a scrap offcut from another something that I made. And then $4 hardware. And I'm going to sell it for $25. And someone will love to receive this as a gift from a friend of theirs or a child or whatever to put on their keys. Thought I saw you use both the crayon and the oil in the same turned piece. I have done that. When I do that, it's to sort of the oil. I add the oil to help sort of lubricate the breakdown of the abrasive. I don't do it a lot, but sometimes when you do the crayon, it can get a little grabby and it has trouble breaking down the abrasive. So I add a little bit of the custom liquid wax just to like help lubricate things. That's what should have happened with the thick bacon, is you should have lubricated it a little bit. These aren't things that I'm saying. A stunner like walnut knuckles as opposed to brass. I would, if I was going to punch somebody with a set of something knuckles, I think they would be walnut because I'm classy. If you're using a set of anything knuckles when you're punching somebody, you're not classy. Two more keychains, you guys. That's another $50 worth of stuff for the market table. And I got a few more blanks prepped, and I've got a couple ideas for a couple of pens. I will ignore that, especially since you haven't responded to my last email about his spatula. Okay, miss, I can't figure out how to attach photos to an email. Don't. I'll send you a bunch of photos so to show you what I mean. There's one, and it tells me no information. I did look at the next one. I'm fucking busy, yo. I will see what I can do. I'll just answer you here. I will see what I can do, depending on how the timing of everything else works out. The market is Saturday. It is Sunday, December 7. So like 2 weeks from today, I think. Yes. But I'm also trying to finish these damn guitars. You guys want to see the back plates? So, guitar number 2, I suppose, technically. Purple Heart, maple, neck, rosewood fretboard. Purple Heart top. Walnut, Purple Heart, maple back. This guy goes in. Damn it. This guy goes in there and lines up all slick looking on the back. And then the front. And then the back plate is like a flamey maple. Right? And then this guy, maple, Purple Heart strip, Purple Heart fretboard, spalty maple top, Purple Heart. It's there. Oh, it's already got his back plate already stuck in. Oh, not awesome. But then like that. So my hat. So one step closer, as they say. Who deserves to play that beauty? I don't think anybody will ever play them. I mean, I'll play them to see if they work. And then they're probably going to hang on the wall. Because I don't really play electric guitar. I play acoustic guitar. I don't know. Like the detail on the back. The back plate? Yeah, I just, I had a piece of sort of curly-ish maple. And it was already ripped down to like a 1/4 inch, and I just took 2 pieces out of the same board. It might have been about like that. Like that. Maybe somewhere about like that. I think you like building these guitars. You should do it more. I like building the guitars to a certain point. Like I like getting the guitars to about here. And then if somebody else could just do the rest of it, that'd be great. Like I don't want to do the metal parts and the electric parts. I just don't care. The frets and the electronics, if I could get the necks glued into this and the finish on it and just give them to somebody else to do the metal and the electronics, yeah, I would do that. Call you Carl Thompson. It's a weird thing to call somebody whose name isn't Carl Thompson. I'm going to call you James Rutherford. I totally understand that mindset. It'd be awesome if you could find that person. That person, and they need to also do it for free. So, I don't think that's a person that exists. Like, hey, is it cool if I just make guitars like 7/8 of the way there and then give them to you to finish for $0? and then you give them back to me. Is that cool? Not going to be upset if this one ends up on my keys, honestly. It's another one of those ones, like, if it doesn't sell, like, that's kind of cool. I'll put it on my keys instead. Sounds like a U.S. press. But James Rutherford? Is that what I said? Or Carl Thompson? Can you make an acoustic guitar? One could make an acoustic guitar. People do that. I probably could. I probably would be capable of doing said thing. I have not. I likely will at some point, just to be able to say that I have. James Rutherford. James Rutherford Winchester III. Sounds like James Rutherford Winchester III, Duke Earl. He's an Earl, I think. He's the Earl of Dunbanshire. James Rutherford Winchester III, Earl of Dunbanshire. Esquire. Sir James Rutherford Winchester III, Esquire, Earl of Dunbanshire. This is a person we just invented. He sounds terrible. He sounds like someone you do not want to spend time with. His wife commissions oil paintings of their brood of Yorkshire Terriers. I believe he has a rookery and a falconer on staff. There is wood bending in. Yes, there is. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for tonight, you guys. There was a lot of bingo squares. If you guys have bingo sheets, a lot of bingo squares tonight. So make sure you check those. Plays polo on his private field. Yeah, with just him. Like, he just, so that he wins all the time. Because the one time he played with other people and he didn't win, and he had them killed. And then never played with other people again. That's it. That's it, I think. Would you say their home is ostentatious? He doesn't think so. But yes, he is a shield bearer. He might. Yeah. It's funny though, because his family coat of arms, or what he thinks is his family coat of arms, is just like a sketch that some drunk guy did on a napkin in a bar one time, and like told his grandfather was his like coat of arms. And he just believes it. Okay. That's it. People are like filing out. So we'll do stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you next weekend. Will we? Yes, but I might be late. Next weekend, I got suckered into teaching a class that goes until 5, and then there's cleanup involved and stuff. So I may be a few decades of seconds late next weekend, or I may cancel the show. I don't know. This is like my 50th show of the year or something. So maybe I take a week off. Probably not, but bye. Patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. If you want to be in next month's bingo, you should contribute there and get a bingo sheet in your inbox so that you can play along. Because tonight there might be a winner. There was a lot of bingo squares gotten tonight. Bye, everybody. Don't buy the biscuit cookies. They're not good.